Welcome back, dear viewers, and our first guest of the evening is Mercedes Vazquez, GM at ASK Holding. Welcome back, Mercedes, and you're back with a very special content this evening to share with us, very valuable information, including cybersecurity and also when it comes to information technology. So welcome back.
Thank you so much, Mohammed. It's always such a great honor to be back to Hala Kuwait.
We would like to say congratulations for the 2024 the award of the Power List of the Middle East. So it's really special, and it was in the Kingdom of Bahrain. So we're wondering, Mercedes, what represented to you this award in the Kingdom of Bahrain under the patronage of the Excellency of the Chairman of Bahrain's Shura Council? It's a very special moment for you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Mohammed, first of all, for the congratulations and for having me here at the Ministry of Information. It's always such a great honor to be here, and I'm very grateful to the Ministry and all of you for having me. Well, it was such a great honor indeed to receive this award in the Kingdom of Bahrain. It was the 2024 the Power List Middle East Award, so it's a regional one. Again. And it happened under the patronage of His Excellency Ali bin Saleh Al Saleh, who's the chairman of Bahrain's Shura Council. So it was indeed a very special recognition. You know, I have been in the technology field for close to a decade, working on the intersection of technology, innovation, and business, and driving impact throughout those industries. And to see that impact transcends borders all the way to the Kingdom of Bahrain, it's indeed something very special. As you all know, also I relentlessly advocate for the role of women in technology and for the advancement of an inclusion of female professionals into these essential fields for a more resilient, digitized, thriving, secure future. And so this award is not only important to me, but I think it's also can also be a catalyzer or a beacon of hope and opportunity to every single girl or woman who may be striving to make their mark into the technology field. And who may be striving to, pursue a career in these essential industries. So I truly hope that it can also be a catalyzer of hope and what relentless efforts can, end up looking like.
Definitely. So let's talk more about the society and the social impact in a community, especially of these sorts of awards. Like if you see it on a social point of view or a social aspect, how do you see it?
It's a very important question, and thank you for highlighting the social impact. These awards recognize company leaders from very distinguished fields, which are very critical, let's say, or critical infrastructure to what the future will look like and what today can happen to make the future more resilient, more digitized, more prosperous for all. So basically companies such as the Ministry of Education of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, telcos, banks were awarded along with educational leaders and technology companies. So all of these healthcare, research, education, technology are essential industries for, again, a more prosperous future that can support job creation. And so I think recognizing all of these companies who are making not only an impact in their community, but are paving the path towards a more sustainable baseline that can have a long-term impact, it's really crucial. And also I think it's quite strategic because it helps in terms of paving more of strategic alliances in the Kingdom of Bahrain with regional companies who may be working or who may be interested in contributing towards the development of digital infrastructure or to pave future collaborations. So I think the social and community development impact of those sort of awards, it's quite substantial in the long run.
Exactly. So we cannot miss mentioning the AI when it comes to information and technology, and especially the rapid growth of information that we witness daily on a daily basis. So when we talk about the AI, and also we don't only talk about it, talk about a local world, not only a global one. So how can we make it more accessible to everyone? We still have people who are hearing every day about the AI, but they don't know how to use it, or they never witnessed any example of it?
Absolutely, and this is a crucial question. Thank you for highlighting it.
Sure.
So technology does not live in an isolated vacuum. Technology is an enabler. Technology is a catalyzer. Technology is a beacon that can propel new innovations for new developments in a responsible way. And so the developments of AI go hand in hand towards a more equalizing future.
Exactly.
Or on the contrary, it can also sort of contrast with the pace of development that can impact economic growth. So let's talk about the digital divide.
Yes,
the
please.
digital divide, it's, for example, when we talk about internet access.
Exactly.
Not every country in the world has internet access.
Exactly.
And the same thing can happen with AI. So when AI is not an equalizer and is not accessible to everyone, it can have an impact on economies later on.
Exactly.
And so development, AI and cybersecurity go together hand in hand to again propel economic growth, to ensure future prosperity, to ensure future job creation, and to ensure that industries will not be disrupted, but on the contrary, they will thrive together with artificial intelligence. And so bridging the digital divide is essential, and one of the ways to bridge the digital divide is through education.
Exactly. And we have congratulations number 2 this evening to you, Mercedes, when it comes to your participation at Kuwait Cyber First Securing a Digital Future in Kuwait and the alignment with Kuwait's vision in 2035. So share more with us, please. We're curious about this subject. So what can you tell us about it?
Thank you so much again. It was such a pleasure to participate at Kuwait's Cyber First, which as a forum aimed to align with the strategic and visionary vision of the State of Kuwait 2035 to be a global hub and to be a catalyzer of technology innovation, development and prosperity. And so one of the ways to harness all of that is through cybersecurity, of course. And so Kuwait's Cyber First aim to shed light on the importance of strengthening the resilience of digital infrastructure in the age of AI and cybersecurity. And so I was very delighted to address how can we leverage artificial intelligence in a new cyber threat landscape, and how can we leverage artificial intelligence for good to ensure that the resiliency and the cybersecurity strategy of any sort of business will be resilient in the face of any sort of cyber challenge. As we know, the cyber threat landscape is rapidly evolving, and so is the cost of any sort of data breach, which is rapidly expanding. And so developing new ways and new capacities to leverage artificial intelligence, like generative adversarial networks, which are two different ways in which generative AI work together, especially in financial transactions, to train the model and to ensure that it can be detecting any sort of, for example, fraud detection or fraud analysis in the financial industry or even in the healthcare industry, which, as we know, is also a critical industry, is really important. And again, it's all about how do we harness artificial intelligence and how do we master it to avoid disruption for the potential of its good. And touching upon that, we also had an overview of different sort of jurisdictions that are looking at the regulations of artificial intelligence at a global level to again ensure that the developments, the use and the reproduction of artificial intelligence is done in a responsible, fair, just manner that prioritizes human rights.
I believe if I go and ask everyone who worked with you, especially with your current achievements and your recent achievements, if I ask them, tell me more about Mercedes, I believe they will say that she's a great example of resilience and also being achieving person and also successful in her field, let's say like the field of technology, and a lot of women, they follow you as a role model when it comes to your achievements and your career. So how does encouraging more women help to transform the economies globally, not only locally?
First of all, thank you very much for your appreciation. It means a lot.
It's your colleague's testament.
Thank you so much. It means a lot. And well, it's essential. So let's look at the statistics, right? As the saying goes, one can't manage what can be measured. So let's see what does data say. So different data sources will tell us different things, but globally, according to published statistics that have been released and published this year, the cybersecurity workforce is comprised of approximately 20 to 25% of women at a global level. The artificial intelligence industry per se has approximately a representation of 20% of women.
Definitely.
And the AI researchers field, which is very essential to again combat any sort of misinformation, bias, and so on, is only approximately made up of 12% of female professionals. And so when we look at these statistics, I always try to embed it into the economic impact that job creation has, and how does embedding qualified professionals impact global economies, and how does it help to propel new innovations, create new jobs, generate prosperity in their communities, and to ultimately foster more prosperity for all, right? So it's quite essential, and data speaks on its own. Progress has been made globally. Of course, there is more progress to be done, but these are crucial fields, and I believe sparkling more interest into these amazing subjects, while also perhaps removing the stigma that cybersecurity careers or AI careers are sort of, scary or unknown. There are plenty of paths that can be followed into those careers, whether technical or non-technical, and so channels like you, Hala Kuwait, and the respected Ministry of Information play such a transformational role into, spreading this information to the public. And of course, I would like to thank you for doing this, because it's through channels like the Ministry and Hala Kuwait that you are all encouraging for more representation and participation into these fields, for again a more prosperous future that can be cyber resilient and that can support new jobs and new innovations.
Definitely well said from your behalf, Mercedes, and we always make sure in Hala Kuwait to host such an inspiring characters like yours, and also your inspiring achievements for all the women globally. So is there any final word you would like to conclude this inspiring interview, the valuable information you shared with us, especially directed to women who got inspired from your recent achievements?
Thank you so much. Again, I'm truly thankful, and this is not just something that I take personally, but again, it's something that I hope can serve as a beacon of hope for every girl and woman who may be striving to make their mark into these essential industries, and the prospects that can be unveiled when collaboration happens is also quite crucial between all genders, of course. And I have to extend my warmest appreciation to Hala Kuwait, to the Ministry of Information, and to all of you for all the tremendous work that you do into spreading information about these essential technologies, because again, technology is not an isolated vacuum. It's something that concerns the citizen, the government official, the private sector official, the leader, everyone. It's everyone's concern, right? And you all do such an amazing job and duty in spreading not only information about Kuwait, but about the GCC and the world, as Kuwait is a gateway to the world. So I have built most of my career here, close to a decade now, and of course I'm very grateful to the State of Kuwait for all the opportunities.
Definitely. Well, thank you so much for being this evening with us on Hala Kuwait, Mercedes, and we wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Muchas gracias.
Thank you so much. It's always such a great honor to be here with you in Hala Kuwait, and muchas gracias.
The viewers, we just had with us Mercedes Vazquez, GM ESK Holding. Let's go now check our second report of the evening. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Definitely. And since you mentioned Mohammed, AI, our guest also, Mercedes Vazquez, is amazing when it comes to technology.
Exactly.
And she always brings her extensive experience to us at
Definitely.
Hala Kuwait, especially supporting women in tech.
Definitely. So you mentioned our guest this evening and the amazing subject we have for our viewers this evening. So